My name is Matt Jefferson. I'm the bass drummer of the group. I run video production and I live in Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, my name is Nick Lawfer. I play tenor trombone. I do social media and logistics for Maniacal 4. I live in Nashville.
My name is Carl Lundgren. I'm one of the tenor trombone players and I'm the musical director of the group. I live in Denton, Texas, north of Dallas.
Hi, I'm Alex. I also live in Dallas and I do the electric trombone and I also manage the sound gear for the group.
My name is Karen and I'm the manager of the group and I live in Boston, Massachusetts. So a question we get asked a lot is how we book our tours. So there's two ways. The first way is we get contacted and then we build a tour around a set engagement, or we decide where we want to go geographically, whether it's a state or a country that we want to target, and then just book a tour that way. My first call, once we have a booking, is to Carl, and we figure out logistically what he's going to do as far as music, if he's going to write new tunes, or if we're going to do something that we've done before. And then he sort of takes care of that. And then my next call is to Nick, where we figure out logistically how we're going to get everyone where we have to go. There's a lot of logistics that go into taking a group of this size anywhere, as far as like the instruments, the travel, the hotels, cars, all that good stuff. And then my next call is to Alex, where once we have a contract, we figure out what he needs as far as like electronics and technology, whether the venue's providing some stuff or we have to bring it. And then my last call is to Matt, where we figure out our marketing plan and any pre and post production as far as publicizing, video recordings, and anything we do on our social media.
As Maniacal 4's musical director, I steer the ship musically and basically get to connect the dots between what we as an ensemble want to do creatively, what a particular venue might want from us, and the context of the day, how long is the concert going to be, etc. So we do a lot of collaborating with other ensembles and students, larger bodies like wind ensembles, jazz bands, orchestras, choirs even, and then smaller groups such as just a couple of string players, a singer or two, just purely rhythm section. One of the perks of having played as an ensemble for 11 years is that we can read each other musically and adapt to situations. And we have that freedom and that flexibility in order to keep things fluid and to showcase that it's about the musical experience rather than a formulaic regurgitation of a program.
My job is to make sure that everything is set up for, sound-wise for our performances, and also for my electric trombone, I need to make sure that we have the right cables and the right gear, the right speakers. And I used to use an amplifier, but I find that those are kind of finicky. So sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. So now I prefer to use a PA system, and usually an XLR cable or a 1/4-inch cable will work for that. So depending on the venue and depending on what they have, sometimes we'll work with a sound engineer, or other times we'll just do it ourselves with a mixer. And that's why the dress rehearsal is really important, to make sure the sound is up to par, what we normally have.
So Karen and I collaborate the most. Oftentimes, like, working with logistics is the most time-consuming thing as far as booking engagements or tours, especially when there's 4 of us. So it's planes, meals, wheels, hotels, times 4. It does take a lot of effort, and it's really important to make sure that we can get to where we are, where we're going, and what we're doing in the most efficient way possible.
So the reason logistics takes so long is because we have to ensure that we have a healthy tour. I find that a lot of ensembles don't really take that into consideration, and it's not just arriving at the venue, showing up to the concert on time. Is the week before, the rehearsal, the travel, like, are we having enough sleep? Is there appropriate meal times? The main reason why the charisma and the dynamic on stage is so great is because off stage it's just the same. We make sure that we have alone time, privacy, and that everybody is living a balanced life before getting on tour and while on tour. That is incredibly important, not just for the performance, but for the experience. That is why Nick and I work on, is it going to be better to bring them in a car, or should they fly there, because everyone lives in a different state almost. And just figuring out, like, is Alex going to have to bring, some technology with him? Like, what would make the most sense? We have separate rooms. We definitely splurge on that, and figure out our meal times, everything, so we can ensure that by the time we get to the concert and to the venue that they are at their best, not only physically and shop-wise, but mentally as well.
So once everything's put together, we can work on a social media campaign. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. After being a group for 11 plus years, we've got friends all over the world, and it's really important for us to use social media as a way to connect with them and let them know where we're going to be when we're going to be.
When it comes to recording, making a video, we have to be pretty specific about what it is we're trying to accomplish, because otherwise if you just end up filming everything, you just have a ton of pointless footage. Whenever we make a video, we're trying to highlight what it is we're doing so we can share with our friends. Whether it's a travel summary or a hotel jam, it's all about trying to share what it is we do as friends and musicians in the most clear way possible. When we started including this in what it is we do, it became a real game changer for us. As I feel like it was kind of a pivotal point when we started with the YouTube thing, and it just became something that we enjoyed and wanted to maximize its impact as much as we could.
One of my favorite things about the group is that everyone has a role and they're sort of like a part of something within the quartet, and I feel like those individual jobs have been very pivotal for your own individual careers. Like, you wouldn't have started making videos had it not been for Maniacal and, you know, that necessity and that void that you filled. You know, your musical director talents have definitely helped you become a better pedagogue and sort of launched your career, not just in arranging, but composing as well, and having a platform to do that. And, you know, having Maniacal still be your home base is incredible. And, you know, Alex, in your, you know, freelance career, you're able to have the flexibility of playing all these different genres and teaching and doing all of this as a result of the music we play within the group.
And like Maniacal 4 literally was a platform for you to like actually have a place to play electric trombone.
And it's sort of given you an identity within the group and also
Yeah.
as a soloist, which is remarkable. And Nick, I think for you, I think the social media and the logistics have helped you become a more organized person and musician, and I feel like that has actually given you the ability to move 3 or 4 times in your adult career and still make it in these respective scenes. So I think having a handle on the logistics and the social media has definitely been fruitful for your career.
You guys ready?
Wait,
Wait, hold on. Let me figure this out.
are we going to use this table and just have it as a prop, or can we like